Alright, hope y'all are having a fantastic day. So today, what I'm going to show you is the Tunenge, hopefully I got the name right, S12 Plus. Now I'll get all the dirty stuff out of the way up front. They definitely did send this to me to review. So as you watch this video, kind of watch the flashlight, watch how it works, watch the different modes, the light, and the price right now is $14.25 on Amazon. So decide for yourself whether it's something you would want to purchase. And as I go through it, I will see what I think of it and see how it would work for me. All right, so opening up the box. For the box, you just got the dimensions on the back. Of course, the sticker covers up some of the dimensions. And then here's the side of the package. So here is the, and wow, look at this. I can read this. I do not need my old guy glasses. So apparently not everybody makes their user's guides micro. So here are the tech specs. I know in the past some have asked about, is it waterproof? Looking at some of the other flashlights, so hopefully this will answer your questions. Here is the main light mode with the brightness and the run times, because those can definitely be important when choosing a flashlight. And this is the S12 Plus, so you'd want to go with the bottom line. Then, so these are the side lights with the same. All right, so what comes in the box? Of course, you get the flashlight, you get the USB charge cable, you get a pocket clip. Now for my usage, I'm not going to use the pocket clip, so I will not try to put it on. And then you get a key ring. All right, so from having used flashlights that are similar to this, I'm going to take a guess at how to use it. So, all right, so the single click is a press and hold, and that looks very bright. And you probably saw it on the specs, but the max lumens on the extremely bright is 610. So that is the max. So now I will warn you if there is going to be any strobe. My guess is the only strobe is going to probably be on the side lights. So if I'm right, a double click is going to give you the main light. Now I'm going to cycle through. All right, there is the turbo. So I'm getting 4 modes here. So let's turn that off. Let's turn it back on. Oops, see there, I did the 1 click. All right, so you got the 2 click, it remembers that. Let's change it to a brighter mode. Turn it off. And it does remember. All right, so now we are on the side light. Now, warning here, there might be some strobe going on as I cycle through this. So if you have issues with strobing lights, I would suggest not watching. All right, let's cycle through. You got the white light, you got the strobing white light, you have blue light, or they're saying UV light, you have flashing red, that might be SOS red. Now that's self-explanatory. And back to white, and then off. So as you saw a little bit, one there's an upside and a downside. There's flashlights that give you the ability to have different modes by having a slider switch. Obviously, being a very small keychain flashlight, you don't have the option to do a slider switch for the different modes. So, yes, I don't know if you can hear my cat through the microphone or not, but she is not happy she's not in here. So to have the ability to do the just button press if you want to get into the house quick and just don't want to have to think about turning it off as a one-click mode, you can't have turning it on as a one-click mode, so you had to have the 2 clicks. Now, I did fumble with that a couple times. It's not the end of the world. You just got to get used to it. I know this is very common to a lot of flashlights. So it's not a deal breaker for me because it's a common feature, but I wish there was a way around it. And the other thing too, I know let's do this. So let's leave it on here as I'm talking. So, some flashlights, after you turn it on and you leave it in a mode like this, they don't allow you to adjust up or down the brightness of the flashlight. At that point, just a click turns it off. So now that was a good bit. So this, to turn it off, you have to physically hold down the button. Like I said, it's not a problem. It's just a quirk of the flashlight as I'm getting used to it. By tomorrow, using it around the house, going out to the truck, going out to the snowblower to blow all the snow we're getting, it'll become second nature. But it's always something with the one button and no like mode selection switch. You just have to get used to how you press it. Each one's a little different, but I actually kind of like being able to adjust the light because it's kind of a pain sometimes. It's half a dozen of one, half a dozen of the other. Whether it's nice to be able to change the brightness as you're using it. There's times I'd like it to go off. There's times I'd like it to be brighter and would be frustrated that it shut off had it just been the single click shut off. So I do, as of right now, I'm going to say for me, it's a pro that you have to hold down the button to shut it off and you can still cycle through the lights even after it's left on for a while. But that's to each their own and what you expect of your flashlights. But again, first impressions of this flashlight is it's actually very nice. You got the USB charge receptacle right back there. So now I use these S-beaners to hold it on the keychain. So let's see, nope, I'm going to have to use the key ring, which is not a problem. This will go straight on my keychain. So I will definitely come back and give a more detailed explanation on how things go and how it works for me as I use it in the next week or two. But yeah, for that sub $15 price point, it's a very nice flashlight. I think it's going to serve me well. Always a reminder with flashlights, anything you get with lithium batteries, do not forget to charge them once you get them, because I believe right now it's 30%. I forget what the actual number is. I've heard about it at work that you got to charge. Anytime you ship a lithium battery, it's got to be at a low charge percentage just to limit the hazard issues. So it's always good to, as soon as you get a flashlight, make sure it works and then put it on charge. So yeah, the Tunenge S12 Plus, very nice keychain flashlight. I will use it for a couple weeks, come back and report to you. Like I said, if you like the video, like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'll put a link to it. Decide for yourself based on what you saw in the video, not what I'm telling you. This is definitely going to work for me. But, you got to remember, I didn't have to pay for it. So look at the features, see what you thought, and if you like the features and you like the idea of it, definitely give it a look. All right, take care. Have a good one.